Motor, axis. In the late 1980s, Nissan set out to reclaim dominance in international touring car racing. What they engineered wasn't just a competitor, it was a technological statement. The 1989 Nissan Skyline R32 GT-R arrived with one purpose: total control, and within a single season, it delivered exactly that. At the heart of the R32 GT-R lies the legendary RB26DETT, a 2.6-liter twin-turbocharged inline-six that would go on to define an era. Built with a cast-iron block, aluminum cylinder head, forged internals, and 6 individual throttle bodies, it was engineered for strength and sustained high RPM performance. Officially rated at 276 horsepower due to Japan's gentleman's agreement, real-world output hovered closer to 300 horsepower from the factory. Torque delivery was smooth yet aggressive, building confidently as both ceramic turbochargers came online. Power was sent through a 5-speed manual transmission into one of the most advanced drivetrains of its time, ATTESA E-TS all-wheel drive. Under normal driving, the GT-R operated primarily as rear-wheel drive, but the moment sensors detected slip, hydraulic systems redistributed torque to the front wheels within milliseconds. In an era dominated by traditional rear-wheel drive performance cars, this gave the R32 an undeniable traction advantage. Complementing that system was Super HiCAS, Nissan's electronically controlled 4-wheel steering. At speed, the rear wheels subtly adjusted angle to enhance cornering stability and responsiveness. Combined with independent multi-link suspension and a near-balanced 53/47 weight distribution, the R32 delivered exceptional composure under hard braking and high-speed cornering. Performance figures were serious for the early 1990s: 0 to 60 miles per hour in approximately 5.2 seconds. Quarter mile in the high 13-second range, electronically limited top speed of 155 miles per hour. But numbers alone don't explain the legend. The R32 GT-R was developed specifically to compete in Group A touring car racing. It debuted in the Japanese Touring Car Championship and immediately dominated, winning 29 consecutive races between 1989 and 1993. In Australia, it overpowered local V8 competition so decisively that media outlets nicknamed it Godzilla, a Japanese monster overwhelming everything in its path. Rule changes eventually followed, effectively ending its reign. Visually, the R32 GT-R maintained a restrained yet purposeful design. Wider front and rear fenders increased track width. Enlarged front air intakes improved cooling for intercooler and oil systems. Signature quad circular taillights carried over Skyline heritage. Lightweight 16-inch alloy wheels and performance-tuned brakes reinforced its track-focused intent. Inside, the cabin prioritized driver engagement. Supportive sport seats, clear analog instrumentation, and a functional dashboard layout emphasized performance over luxury. A standout feature was the multifunction display mounted in the center stack, showing boost pressure, throttle input, oil temperature, and torque split in real time. For 1989, it was remarkably advanced. Production ran from 1989 to 1994 with roughly 44,000 units built. Special variants such as the GT-R N1 were developed for homologation purposes, featuring strengthened engine components, improved cooling, and reduced weight to meet racing regulations. Beyond motorsport, the R32 became a cornerstone of Japan's tuning culture. The RB26's overbuilt architecture allowed substantial power increases with relatively modest modifications. Upgraded turbochargers, fuel systems, engine management, and strengthened drivetrains routinely pushed output beyond 600 horsepower. With forged internals and larger single-turbo conversions, 4-figure builds became achievable. The platform proved endlessly adaptable. As global interest in Japanese performance cars grew, the R32's reputation expanded beyond domestic borders. Import restrictions in markets like the United States made it highly sought after. Once eligibility opened under 25-year regulations, values climbed rapidly, cementing its status as a modern classic. Compared to later generations, the more refined R33 and the technologically matured R34, the R32 remains the most raw and motorsport-oriented of the trio. It is lighter, more compact, and mechanically direct. There are no dual clutch systems or advanced driver assists, just precise inputs, turbocharged response, and mechanical grip. The R32 GT-R redefined what a performance car from Japan could achieve on the global stage. It combined intelligent drivetrain engineering with motorsport ambition and mechanical resilience. Decades later, its influence remains embedded in modern performance design. Some vehicles earn respect over time. The R32 GT-R demanded it from the very beginning.